Welcome back everyone, I'm Lee, and wow, what a year it's been. Blink, and suddenly it's mid-2025 with headlines coming faster than ever. From politics to science, the world's been in overdrive. So much so, it's easy to lose track of what really matters. Today we're cutting through the noise to break down the 10 biggest stories shaping our world this year. We'll look at what happened, why it matters, and what it could mean for all of us. So grab a snack, let's dive into the story of 2025 so far. Number 10 is a story that once seemed impossible, the Global Climate Accord of 2025. For decades the world watched as climate talks came and went, with little more than hopeful speeches and vague commitments. But this time, something changed. Past agreements like Paris and Kyoto were full of loopholes and empty promises. They set the stage, but never delivered the action the planet desperately needed. Year after year, emissions kept rising, and the gap between words and deeds only grew wider. This time, relentless climate disasters, devastating floods, wildfires, and hurricanes, combined with mounting economic pressures, forced world leaders to act. The cost of inaction was suddenly too high to ignore, both in human lives and in dollars. In Geneva, negotiators arrived with real plans, not excuses. The mood was different. There was a sense of urgency, a recognition that the window for meaningful change was closing fast. The result? Legally binding emissions targets for every major economy, with real penalties for failure. For the first time, these targets are backed by international law, not just good intentions. For the first time, the world's biggest polluters are truly accountable. No more hiding behind technicalities or blaming others. Every nation must deliver or face consequences. A multi-trillion-dollar green transition fund will help developing nations build sustainable infrastructure. No more choosing between growth and the planet. This fund is the largest of its kind, designed to ensure that clean energy and climate resilience reach every corner of the globe. This breakthrough finally addressed the long-standing divide between rich and poor nations. For years, developing countries argued they couldn't afford to go green without help. Now, that help is real, and it's changing lives. The impact is immediate. Global investment is shifting from fossil fuels to renewables at an unprecedented scale. Solar, wind, and battery technologies are booming, and new jobs are being created in every region. It's not just about polar bears, it's about transforming the global economy. Entire industries are being reinvented and the race to innovate is on. Of course, signing the deal is just the start. Implementation will be the real test. Governments must now turn promises into action, and citizens everywhere are watching closely. But for the first time in decades, there's a sense of shared purpose and a clear roadmap. Scientists, activists, and business leaders are working together, united by a common goal. The world is finally moving together toward a sustainable future. Cities are reimagining their skylines and communities are embracing new ways to live and work. It's a glimmer of hope that we might actually pull this off. The next generation is watching, and for once they have reason to believe in real change. The stakes couldn't be higher, but the momentum is real. Around the world, people are demanding action, and leaders are finally listening. This is the most ambitious climate action in history. Never before have so many nations, industries, and communities aligned behind a single cause. The world is watching, and this time, there's no turning back. Every step forward is being broadcast, analyzed, and celebrated. The Global Climate Accord is more than a headline. It's a turning point. It's a signal that humanity can come together to solve its biggest challenges. The future just got a little brighter. Clean air, green jobs, and a safer planet are finally within reach. Let's see if we can keep it that way. The real work begins now, and the world is counting on us all. At number 9, a breakthrough in cancer research stunned the world and sent shockwaves through the medical community. For decades, scientists have been searching for a way to outsmart cancer, and now, it seems they're closer than ever before. Scientists at the International Cytomedicine Institute unveiled a revolutionary approach called molecular scaffolding with targeted RNA, a treatment that attacks only cancer cells, leaving healthy ones untouched. This is precision medicine at its finest, using advanced technology to zero in on the disease. Imagine a microscopic ninja, stealthily targeting just the bad guys and leaving the rest of the city unharmed. This therapy is so precise it can distinguish between healthy and cancerous cells at a molecular level, minimizing collateral damage. Early trials saw late-stage cancer patients go into remission, with almost none of the brutal side effects of chemo. For many, it meant a new lease on life. Patients who had run out of options suddenly had hope, and their families could finally breathe easier. It's not a universal cure, each cancer type needs its own custom RNA, but the proof of concept is here. This means that in the future, treatments could be tailored to each patient's unique cancer, making therapy more effective and less harmful. The treatment is complex and expensive, requiring cutting-edge labs and highly trained specialists. But it's a paradigm shift. It's a glimpse into what the future of cancer care could look like. For the first time, a future where cancer is manageable, not a death sentence, feels within reach. The sense of hope is palpable, and the impact on patients and their loved ones is profound. The door to a new era in medicine is open, inviting us to imagine possibilities that once seemed like science fiction. It's hope, backed by science, and it's changing the way we think about what's possible in cancer treatment. The fight isn't over, but the odds just changed, and for millions that makes all the difference. Number 8 is a headline few dared to dream: a comprehensive Middle East peace deal. The Riyadh Accords united historic rivals, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Israel, and a unified Palestinian leadership, alongside Egypt and Jordan. New leaders tired of endless conflict prioritized economic growth and survival over old grudges. The deal includes joint water and energy projects and a two-state, one-economy solution for Israel and Palestine. It's a fragile peace, but the most hopeful step in generations. Decades of mistrust won't vanish overnight, but the region has a real shot at stability. Sometimes the impossible just takes a little longer. At number 7, the world finally got serious about AI. After scandals and near catastrophes, nations passed the Global Digital Charter, a sweeping set of rules for artificial intelligence. High-risk AI, like those in infrastructure, medicine, or law enforcement, now faces strict oversight, transparency, and human fail-safes. Fully autonomous weapons and mass surveillance AI, banned. For the first time, tech giants can't just move fast and break things. It's a new era of responsibility and safety in the digital age. Humanity just grabbed the steering wheel. Number 6 is a moment for the ages. Humans landed on Mars. The International Ares Program, a partnership of NASA, ESA, and private companies, made it happen. The journey was grueling, the landing automated, and the world watched as the crew planted a UN flag on the red planet. Their mission: build the first long-term habitat and search for life. It's more than a flag, this is the dawn of humanity as a multi-planet species. In a year of challenges, Mars reminded us what's possible when we dream big. We all looked up and saw our future. Number 5 brings us back to Earth. The global economy is finally recovering. After years of recession, coordinated policy and tech innovation sparked a real turnaround. Central banks worked together, supply chains diversified, and AI boosted productivity. Inflation cooled, wages rose, and unemployment dropped to historic lows. Not everyone's benefited equally, but the foundation is stronger than before. It's not flashy, but for billions this is the story that matters most. Real progress, built to last. At number 4, a Supreme Court ruling redefined digital privacy. In United States v. Datacorp, the court declared your digital profile is protected by the Fourth Amendment. Law enforcement now needs a warrant to access your aggregated data. More importantly, you now own your personal data. Companies can't sell it without your clear, ongoing consent. The tech industry is scrambling to adapt, and privacy-first services are booming. It's a digital declaration of independence. The power is shifting back to the people. Number 3 is pure sports magic. Vietnam's national team stunned Brazil to win the 2025 FIFA World Cup. Vietnam, never passed the group stage before, faced the tournament's giants in Madrid. Against all odds, they defended heroically, then scored a last-minute goal to win 1-0. The world erupted in disbelief and joy. It was more than a game, it was a story of heart, teamwork, and the power of belief. The miracle in Madrid will be remembered for generations. Sometimes the underdog really does win, that's why we love sports. Anything is possible. Number 2 is a movement that changed the conversation on equality. #WeSeeYou. What began as a hashtag became a global chorus of marginalized voices demanding visibility and respect. It wasn't just protest, it was presence, and it reshaped media, business, and politics. Consumers organized boycotts, rewarding real inclusion and calling out tokenism. Companies and politicians took notice, making diversity a business and political imperative. The movement didn't solve everything, but it forced a global reckoning. Millions joined together, impossible to ignore. It was a powerful affirmation. We all deserve to be seen. And, at number 1, a breakthrough that could power the future, the solid-state sodium-ion battery. This isn't just another incremental improvement, it's a leap forward that could transform how we generate, store, and use energy across the globe. Developed in Japan, this battery is cheap, safe, and fast-charging, made from materials that are abundant and easy to source. Unlike traditional batteries, it doesn't rely on scarce resources, making it accessible for countries everywhere. It solves the biggest problem in renewable energy: how to store power for when the sun isn't shining and the wind isn't blowing. With this battery, renewable energy can finally become a reliable, round-the-clock solution. No more reliance on rare, expensive, or dangerous lithium. Sodium is everywhere, found in seawater and the Earth's crust, so supply is virtually limitless and far less environmentally damaging to extract. These batteries make grid-scale storage and affordable electric vehicles possible worldwide, opening the door to cleaner transportation and more resilient power grids in every corner of the planet. They're safer, last longer, and charge in minutes, making them ideal for everything from smartphones to massive energy storage facilities. The green revolution just got its missing piece. With this technology, renewable energy can finally reach its full potential. This tech could make the Global Climate Accord's goals achievable, helping nations cut emissions and transition to clean energy faster than ever before. It's not just a battery, it's the engine of a sustainable future, powering cities, homes, and industries with clean, reliable energy. The world just changed, quietly but profoundly. The age of clean, affordable, and dependable energy is finally within reach. That's a wrap on the 10 biggest stories of 2025 so far. From Mars to the Supreme Court, it's been a year of history in the making. These stories remind us, we're not just watching history, we're living it. Which story inspired you most? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching, stay curious, and see you next time.